Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Okay. Shalom to you brothers that's listening and learning and supporting the ministry, and to the sisters as well. And we're going to continue on with the spiritual beatdown, man, that these Christians been getting, especially these Edomite Christians. All right, we're going to continue with the spiritual beatdown, man. And you're getting that Arturo Gatti treatment, man. You're getting what Mayweather did to Gatti, man. You're getting broken down, man. All right? Yeah? Oh. You're getting hurt. Look at this. Look at this. Right hand. Maneuver. Maneuver his elbow. Up top. Oh, body shot. Oh, my days. Oh, man. Woo! That's what you're getting right now, man. Live on YouTube. So keep coming down to the camps, so we can sort you out something real nice. Okay, we could put spiritual hands and feet on you some more in the eyes of the world, man. Let the world see exactly what you are. A loser. Okay? Just a loser, a pretender, a charlatan. Cause you ain't got it. You ain't got it. Okay? Now I heard from the elder Yeshua that a lot of you Christians are now conceding that the New Testament is only for the nation of Israel, the seed of Israel. But he's still turning around on the back end trying to say that salvation is for everyone. Do you know how retarded that is? That's retarded, okay? That's retarded. Just say no mass. That's all you got to do. You're on your stool. The bell's been rung. You're on your stool. It's in the middle of the round. You got what, 30 seconds? Just say no mass. It's cool. Just say you lost, man. Don't try and my hand, hand got broken in the. No. Just say you lost. You got beat down. You don't want no more. Okay? Jeez, like what's wrong with you guys, man? Seriously. Now this is Hebrews 8. We're gonna run from Hebrews 8, right? And we're gonna go through the scriptures and show you, man. If the New Testament is only for Israel, that means that redemption of sins is only for Israel. That means salvation is only for Israel. That means the Lord only went up on the cross for Israel. Need I carry on? So don't try to add nothing else onto that at the end. Try slip anything in, some Trojan horse doctrine. It won't work, my friend. Okay? All right, stop it now. Just no mass. Just tell the ref you can't continue. I don't understand what you doing. What are you doing? Getting hurt. All right, it's not worth it. Are you just gonna lose in the end? Hebrews 8 and 6. But now hath he obtained the more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. And that's speaking about Yahushai. For if the first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them. Who was the fault with? Was the fault with the law? No, the law is good. The law is holy. The fault was with the Israelites, because we had a heart which was of stone. We had a rebellious heart which couldn't attain to the perfection of the law, which led to us what? Receiving the curses of the law, receiving death. Because the wages of sin is death. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. The house of Israel and the house of Judah represents the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes were split into two houses. The house of Israel, which was led by Ephraim, and the house of Judah, which was led by Judah. This is basic biblical history. They'll even teach you that in the Trinity Bible College, man. Okay? So don't act like what we're saying is something crazy. This is the truth. This is what's in the scriptures. Read the book of Chronicles. It's in the history. All right? Stop winging it. Stop coming up to the camps trying to throw out some wing doctrine just because you think you're a so-called white man and we just have to accept everything you say. It doesn't work like that, my friend. All right? My name ain't Toby, man. Right? I I ain't Kunta Kinte. This ain't Candyland. Them times is gone. We don't respect you no more. You gotta come better than that. We're not just gonna take your word for it. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of. So you can't just make up some shit like you've been doing for the last 500 years and we just gonna eat it like, yes, Massa. Oh, Massa got to be right because Massa's so smart. Massa is God. No, you the devil. All right. And it's just true. All right. It's just true. Hebrews 8 and 9, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers, because this is about lineage, and that proves that the covenant was made with a particular lineage, because he's speaking about fathers here, which is what lineage is based upon. The covenant wasn't made with everybody's fathers. No, it was not. It wasn't made with everybody's fathers. And the new covenant ain't made with everybody either. It's made with the children of those same fathers. Okay? No, just chill. Just tell the ref you've had enough, man. Stop it. Don't be stubborn. It's not good. You're just gonna get more pain. It's gonna get hurt some more. Alright? Retire on that stool, man. Throw the damn flag. Throw the damn flag, man. Throw that white towel in the ring, man. Alright? Finish it. Hey, we're having fun whooping your ass, man. Hey, there's a saying, my man, Barry Robinson. It applies to boxing. It pretty much applies to everything. Control is fun. And right now, we are in control of you devils. We're controlling your jab. We controlling the ring. You in our world. You start coming into these scriptures. See, we can't deal with you in that world. In the workplace and all that. That's your world. We gotta eat your bullshit, man. Ow. Yeah. You were 5 minutes late today. Oh, then you go, yeah, sorry. And okay, that's that world. Okay? This is our world right there. You're coming into the spiritual realm when you're playing with these scriptures, man. And we control this. You get played with out here. You see what Mayweather did to Arturo Gatti, man. He was having fun out there, man. Because he controlled Gatti from the beginning to the end. And that's what we're doing to you. We're controlling you, man. Setting you up. Ooh, you're getting hurt. You're about to get hurt right now. Right? It says, fathers, in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. Right? Because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws. What laws? You Christians, the Lord came to fulfill the law. Yeah, of course. By the law, he was referencing to the prophecies. Because back then, they called the entire scriptures the law and the prophets. Alright? What he came to fulfill was what? The word of the Lord, the prophecies. It doesn't mean that he came and the laws, it's over, it's done, there's no more laws. So then why can't we murder then? Why can't we steal? You morons. No, the Lord's going to put the same laws, because even Paul told you the law is holy, the law is good. Those laws are righteousness, man. Yeah? Those same laws, the Lord's going to put them in our minds and write them in our hearts, in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Who? The same people, the Israelites. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother. Who's that talking about? Everyone? No, the Israelites, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, the Israelites, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. So the whole point of the New Testament is the Lord was going to forgive the sins of Israel and establish a New Testament whereby they never sin again. And all that has been done in Yahushua. In he saith, a new covenant he hath made the first old, now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away. Alright? Now let's go to Luke 1 and 68. Luke 1 and 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. The Lord came to fulfill these things, that we should be saved from our enemies. Why are our enemies Why do we need salvation from our enemies? Because due to the curses of the law, our enemies have the upper hand above us. Due to the curses of the law, our enemies have the upper hand over us. So once we are saved from the curse of the law and we are forgiven, our enemies will no longer have the upper hand over us. We will have the upper hand over them according to the blessings. You guys, it's that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers. Oh, now you want to say, yeah, the promises was to Israel. Well, if the promises was to Israel, that means that the Lord spoke to Israel, for Israel. So how the hell does it apply to everyone? That, you know how retarded that is? Do you know how retarded it is for you to even suggest such a blasphemy? The Lord very specific with his word, man. That's like me, say like I got a friend John, and I promised John, yo, John, I'm gonna buy you this watch. Now all of a sudden I have to buy everyone on the planet a watch? Because the promise was for John, but you know what? Everyone. No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. You guys are lost, man. You lost. You finished. And all we have to do is keep bringing out the scriptures, man. Alright? Don't get dragged out into personal pettiness, and just bring out the scriptures and you're getting cut. Okay? Some good wine. To perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. The oath which he swore to our father Abraham. Now is everyone's father Abraham? What about the Egyptians? Was their father Abraham? That he should grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him with fear. The Lord is seeking for his people to serve him again, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. And thou, child, shalt be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins. Remember that. Now, we've already read the New Testament includes the Lord remembering not the sins of Israel anymore. To give knowledge of salvation unto his people, Israel, the house of Israel, house of Judah, by the remission of their sins, through the tender mercy of our God, whereby the dayspring from on high have visited us. The dayspring is Yahushua, to give light to them that sit in darkness. Israelites that are sitting in darkness, that's the Gentiles that were scattered and was receiving the gospel. The Gentiles that were receiving the gospel were Israelites that were scattered among the Gentiles, that were in darkness, that were without the law, without the prophecies, strangers to the promises, man. Alright? In complete darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet in the way of peace. And the child grew and waxed strong in the spirit and was in the deserts to the day of his shewing unto Israel. And that's John the Baptist. So let's move on to these scriptures right here. This is Matthew 26 and 28. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. So the Lord going up on the cross, right, and shedding his blood, it was shed for the remission of sins under the New Testament. And you guys already admit that the New Testament is only for Israel. So, well, I mean, you done. You finished. You ain't got nothing to say. Right? Mark 14 and 24. And he said unto them, this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many. Luke 22 and 20. Likewise also the cup after supper, saying the cup is the New Testament in my blood, which is shed for you, my people. Okay? And that was actually at the Passover, by the way, which you Christians don't keep, because you're clowns. 1 Corinthians 11 and 25. After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, the cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. And that was at the Passover. So, I mean, what more do you want from me? You're just getting hurt. You're just getting hurt real bad. Alright? I might have to do a separate video on this. Galatians 3:13. Yahushua hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. Okay, how has he redeemed us from the curse of the law? Through remission of sins, because the curse of the law was through sin. When we committed sin, the curse of the law came upon us. Came upon who? The Israelites. So the Lord came to remove the curse of the law by remission of sins. And I'm going to show you that the Galatians had to be Israelites. Have redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it is written, curses everyone that hangeth on the tree, that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles. Then did we just read about the covenant in Luke 1:68? How it was to fulfill that which was said unto Abraham, may come on the Gentiles through Yahushua Mashiach, that we might receive the promise of the Spirit through faith. Okay? The Gentiles that it was coming upon had to be under the curse of the law. If they were under the curse of the law, that means they were Israelites. Because only the Israelites were under the curse of the law, because the law was only given to the Israelites, and the old covenant, which contained the curse, was with the Israelites. What more do you want, man? We're breaking it down. We're breaking it down. Okay? All right? And the word there for Gentiles is ethnos, man. All right? And in this particular scripture, it's referring to Israelites who were among the heathen. Okay? And you don't have to believe that. It just makes sense. It's just true. I understand why you don't want to believe it. Because you're fucked. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.